There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermund to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldar will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Pray, follow me.
Tell is, Vermund was once the Beastren kingdom. Truly? Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk. We shall await you here, Master.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
So well every day. I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off. I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me. I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Would that I ne'er had cause to draw steel.
You looking to join? Don't bother. Quit acting so chummy.
Not ruins your day, like getting cut open. Must help. Hold out till someone comes to relieve me. Soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with 3 options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Deeza's Arisen is false, or you are lying to. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be Arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests, and I need not turn my ear to Deeza's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
My legs are stiff as boards after.
But not at the expense of my duty.
Couldn't hurt to put my feet of a moment.
Pray and ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Still waiting on my...
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
What's to do?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
My Would you consider lightening your pack, Master? If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you. We must rest, though the sun is still up. All I've learned, I shall turn to your service, Arisen. Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins. Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity. I hope you will return, should you find the means to give. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
What we need now is information. The question is, where to find it.
You have my support.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermund, after all. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together. But I overslept, and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Suffer for this.
Oh, my joints have been aching something fierce.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Invited yourself into my company, I see.
What else needs doing? As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
Where could Malcolm have gotten? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind. Oh, 'twas but a trick of the light.
I was told of the vaults, but ne'er did I dream that the gracious hand sat atop catacombs such as these. There may be monsters about. We'd best be on our guard. Oh, Malcolm, I pray you are unharmed.
One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now. I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated. Right you are.
How are we to get through this door?
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
Right you are.
We want for information. Mayhap we ought to speak with this Sir Roderick. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots. Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Suppose that's enough for
Oi,
me.
leave off! Am I shedding?
I don't know what to do.
What else needs doing?
I'm surrounded by winches. Another one.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You discovered this in the Gracious Hand's vaults, you say? I imagine 'twould indeed be sufficient to entice the learned magistrate to leave his cell. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Sure what to do about that. I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
My bed.
Our soldiers need better training.
We shall remain here.
Money can buy comfort, sure, but not happiness.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. Well, guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own. Come along.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Come along.
Must hold out till someone comes to you.
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
What should I do?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on. We must rest. Though the sun is...
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off? Ready to forge on?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding. Well done, everyone. Our efforts have been rewarded.
We want for information. Mayhap we ought to speak with this Sir Roderick. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.